Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. So, as we all know, for about the past decade, I want to say now, Cartoon Network and just animation companies in general have been pretty much exclusively doing 11-minute episodes as opposed to the usual 22-minute episodes. This is a departure that started to take place in the late 2000s and really took over in the 2010s, where just networks just don't want to see shows that are more than 11 minutes long anymore. Why? I can't exactly tell you why. I've heard some people speculate that maybe they get more advertisements in by having 11-minute episodes. That to me doesn't make much sense because they have commercial breaks during 22-minute episodes anyways. I've heard other instances, like my personal opinion, and maybe they just think that 11 minutes is just better for a kid's attention span as opposed to sitting for a whole 22 minutes. I quite frankly think that that's a stupid thought process, but that's what I think maybe they're thinking. But either way you slice it, whatever their logic is behind it, for a lot of shows, creators are kind of hamstrung by the 11-minute requirement. They can't tell the stories they necessarily want to tell because they straight up just don't have the time to do so. You don't have the time to develop a start, midpoint, and end point of an episode in 11 minutes, whereas if it was a 22-minute show, you do have the time to do so. For example, Duncan Rolu, he's part of Man of Action, the people who created Ben 10. He stated in an interview that they wanted to go a more comedic route with the reboot. And then in that same interview, he went on to say how, with 11-minute shows, you can't really tell a story that you want to tell because there's just not enough time to do so. Which I think is kind of a little bit of a nod saying, hey, we went more comedic because we straight up can't be serious because we don't have time to tell a serious story because the network wants it 11 minutes long. Which makes me, I've said this before in other videos, but this makes me really want to tell networks like, hey, I think there is a place for 11-minute shows. Like, look, Adventure Time and Regular Show, two examples, and Gumball as well, they would not have worked as 22-minute shows. I think that they work with the 11-minute format. But on the other hand, there are other shows that just straight up don't work in 11-minute format. Like, listen, imagine if they made something like Gravity Falls in 11 minutes. That wouldn't work. Something like the original Ben 10, 11 minutes. That wouldn't work. That's why we're seeing what we're seeing now with the reboot. It's much more comedy oriented because like I said, they straight up just don't have enough time to tell a serious story in 11 minutes. How could you possibly look, for example, let me just make up an episode right now. Episode starts out with some like bank heist or something, right? And then you gotta find the criminals or whatever, and then you all of a sudden discover they have some secret plan going on, and there's this big plot you're discovering, and then in the end you have to discover, how do we defeat these guys? In the end you end up defeating them, right? There's no way you could fit something like that into an 11-minute format. You need 22 minutes to completely and fully develop that story. Otherwise, it's just going to feel straight up rushed, and you would have to cut out so much of the storytelling in that scenario. It's just something that's really, really stupid to me, honestly. Like, I understand that you want some shows to be 11 minutes. I understand, like I said, I think some shows only work in an 11-minute format. But at the same time, I don't think you should be, as a network, saying, hey, listen, you got a show idea. What's your idea? Okay, cool. That sounds really, really deep, really, really cool. Awesome plot. We like it, but let's just change everything so we could fit it into an 11-minute format because that's what we're going for right now. I just think that's really, really a stupid thought process and something that I really hope changes it's not only Cartoon Network, it's everywhere. I just really hope that's something that changes in the animation industry. Maybe we'll see a departure from that soon. I don't know. It only takes one executive to change it. Maybe Tom Ashim is that executive. Maybe he'll be like, hey, Genndy Tartakovsky's new show, Unicorn Warriors Eternal, I want you to do that in a 22-minute long-form show with a plot going throughout the entire season. We only need one show to change the industry. So we'll see. Keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully this changes in the future. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this whole discussion. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.